Hi you guys, it's Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, a website where we talk about reducing toxins in our home in order to create a healthy environment inside that promotes health and wellness and supports a healthy immune system. This week, in this video and on the blog, we are talking about furniture in our home, and specifically I'm going to take you through like accent furniture. We've talked a lot about upholstered furniture in the past, things like couches and chairs, and today we're going to talk about end tables, side tables, things like that we can buy. Maybe that will be on more natural wood. We could buy metal. Try to stay away from different types of particle board, and we're going to specifically delve into all of that in this week's slides. I even have some links for you to products that I think are safe. If nothing else though, what I want you to take away from this week's video is that you can get things handmade or custom made, and they're not that much more expensive. So I'm linking you to some Etsy sites that do handmade furniture. Otherwise, if you can find someone locally, I have some great Google terms that you can use to find someone who makes furniture near you, and you can ask them to either leave it unfinished and you can finish it yourself and add your own toxin-free paint, stain, clear coat, whatever you want, or you can ask them to use it. Some woodworkers and carpenters are more than willing to do that. So let's go through this week's slides and we will talk everything furniture. So let's talk about the non-toxic wooden furniture and accent pieces that I'm referring to. I'm going to help you find non-toxic furniture pieces that you can get online or nearby to create a healthier space. So one of the more frequently asked questions that I get is about furniture in your home. A lot of times, you know, that can mean something different. It can be either upholstered furniture or like accent furniture. Specifically, you guys want to know about non-toxic furniture, no matter what it is. I kind of think that non-toxic furniture can be a bit of an ambiguous term. It can kind of be loosely thrown around. That, or maybe it's just the levels of low toxin furniture that appeal to different families. There's kind of a level of toxicity in furniture. I know for myself, I do my best to make choices that are toxin free, but I will be completely honest with you when I say that doesn't always happen. And sometimes the best I can do for my family is just to find like a low toxin option instead of a toxin free option. So with furniture, you can find a wide variety of both good and bad furniture. Some furniture will be mostly toxin free with just like a small bit of regular paint or stain on it. Other pieces of furniture are made with like really harsh adhesives and have plastic components. So what I'm saying is there are levels of non-toxic furniture, and it's important to know just what you're buying. So when you know what's in your furniture, you'll be able to make sure that it's more aligned with like your stance on toxins. So whether you're wanting to purchase like a completely natural and toxin-free furniture piece, or you're wanting to make it a low toxin purchase instead, today we're going to walk through the ins and outs of what to watch for. Just make sure that you don't get hung up on finding something that's 100% toxin free if it's going to cause you like financial strain, if it's going to just be nearly impossible to find at all. It's okay to make your home as toxin free as possible, and that includes mostly healthy pieces. So let's take a look at this week's information. So first we're going to talk about the toxins that are in most purchased furniture. The first thing is formaldehyde. I recently wrote a post about this, and I went into great detail on formaldehyde and the health effects that this awful toxin can cause. Formaldehyde is used in many applications of like plywood and manufactured woods. Even if a piece of furniture appears to be solid wood, it could very well have parts of the furniture that are not solid wood. In addition, many adhesives that are used in furniture often contain harsh solvents, including formaldehyde. The health effects of formaldehyde are harsh and have serious repercussions. Not only is it a known carcinogen, meaning that it increases the risk of cancer, but it also causes toxicity to the reproductive system and issues in neurodevelopment of the brain, as well as deterioration of the pulmonary system. I have a study to this information linked in my blog post, which I will have the link for you in the description of this video and at the end. Another toxin that's in furniture is benzene. Benzene is a VOC, volatile organic compound. It's highly flammable and is often found in paints and adhesives that are applied to furniture pieces. Benzene off-gases into the indoor air at a rate that is kind of based on the climate conditions of the indoor space. So I've talked about this before, and I have a link in this week's blog post. The higher the humidity and temperature inside, the more off-gassing occurs. So we want to keep an ideal climate condition inside. Benzene studies are often reported using high concentrations for like people who work near benzene, but there are also health effects due to chronic low exposures in homes, and that's what we're going to talk about here. Exposure to benzene has been reported to disrupt natural cell production, decrease white blood counts, and cause changes to bone marrow activity. And I have the study linked in the blog post that points to those things. And benzene has also been found to be carcinogenic and has been linked to leukemia in several different cases. And then the next toxin we're going to talk about is vinyl acetate. It's another chemical toxin found in glues and adhesives. Kind of shows like a trend here that a lot of toxins are in glues and adhesives. It's sometimes in the glue that holds the construction together, but it can also be found in paints used in furniture in the home. Vinyl acetate is actually one of the oldest chemicals used. It dates back to like 1912, and this chemical off gases into the air and can get trapped inside, causing like high levels of concentration. As far as health effects, vinyl acetate has been confirmed as an animal carcinogen, and so it's classified as a possible carcinogen to humans. The health effects of vinyl acetate tend to target the respiratory system of the body because it's very irritating. And then there was actually a long-term study of vinyl acetate that showed cardiovascular deterioration, as well as negative effects to the neurological system. And then I've talked about this a lot in other posts, but phthalates is another toxin in furniture, and it's found in many spots throughout your home, and in furniture it's mostly products that have like plastic in them. So you can think like kids furniture, dorm room furniture, things that contain like plastic parts as the main material of the furniture. Phthalates contribute to a wide variety of health effects, especially in kids. Phthalate exposure has been linked to abnormal reproductive development as well as neurological toxicity in both adults and kids. They also contribute to the disruption of the endocrine system and alter natural hormone production. And they've also been shown to cause problems with the thyroid and immune system because of how it affects the hormone production in our bodies. This next toxin is isocyanate. It's a chemical found in polyurethane, and it makes up like the top coat of furniture that protects it from scratches and gouges. It is a petrochemical that is in most polyurethane protectants. It has an adverse effect when it comes to like breathing, so it causes asthma in both kids and adults. It also has an increased risk of potential skin issues when it comes into contact with the skin. And then the International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified it as a possible human carcinogen. So that is also something we want to watch out for. So let's talk about components in non-toxic furniture. here's what you want to look for. You want to look for natural wood. Hardwood is best. It's a better option than softwoods. Hardwoods tend to give off fewer VOCs than softwoods. And you might kind of wonder why it matters if there's no added VOCs in furniture. But VOCs are also found naturally in our environment and outdoors. And so even plain wood can give off VOCs indoors. And those VOCs do get trapped in the interior air as opposed to like outside where they don't get trapped. So you want to look for maple, oak, walnut, birch, cherry, or ash when you're looking at natural hardwoods. And then you want to look for natural finishes. Finishes on non-toxic furniture could be 100% truly natural, or it could also be in the form of like a paint or a stain. So some options would be like raw linseed oil is natural. It's toxin free. You do want to be careful with this. Boiled linseed oil can be considered toxic, so you want the raw version of this. You can also look for furniture that uses natural beeswax as like a finish or a wax on the top. And then walnut oil and tung oil are another great option when it comes to a natural finish. They also give the wood a really beautiful appearance. Oops, I'm gonna scoot back here. And then the next thing is polyurethane. You want food grade polyurethane. So non-toxic furniture that has a clear coat of polyurethane over the natural wood or stained wood or painted wood should be food grade. The second best thing is a plant-based non-toxic wood sealer. Anything that's zero VOC when it comes to polyurethane is a great option, but in my opinion, food grade is as the best as it's more closely regulated. And then you want to opt for like non-toxic paints. So you can find something that's third-party certified. It's likely that you won't be able to find the brand of paint that a manufacturer uses, in which case you'll just want to make sure that you know the paint has been tested and certified. You can also look for some certifications. GreenGuard Gold is one of the best to look for. It means that the item will not degrade your interior air. You can also look for the SCS Global Service certification, and this one addresses this sustainability as well as the toxicity of a product. And then finally, there's a new certification that you can look for. It's when you're shopping. It's for non-toxic furniture. It's Interrec, and it measures chemicals, flammability, safety, and sustainability. It also tests for VOC emissions to ensure health and safety of a furniture piece. And then look for something that doesn't have adhesives. So adhesives often contain formaldehyde and other solvents that make it's sticky, and these toxins are considered VOCs and can off-gas for the entire time the furniture is in your house. So finding furniture that's constructed without adhesives is ideal. There are safe adhesives that contain zero VOCs and no formaldehyde, and that's also another option that you can find if furniture must be glued together in some fashion. So let's talk about handmade furniture. This is one of my favorite options when we're talking about toxin-free furniture. So I'm going to preface this with the fact that I hunted for non-toxic furniture to fit a very specific space in my house for 6 years. When I couldn't find what I wanted in terms of natural wood or the size or the price point, I finally visited a local furniture craftsman that's in my city, and we had our pieces handmade. It was honestly like the best decision that I've ever made when it comes to furniture, including finding non-toxic furniture. And was it more expensive? Yes. Did I have to wait for a long time for them to finish the furniture? Yes. But honestly, it was truly worth it. So I would encourage you to look for local carpenters that make their own furniture. Oftentimes you can ask them to use non-toxic furniture finishes, and they'll gladly do it. If they won't, you can ask them to leave the furniture unfinished, and then you can just finish it with your own non-toxic product. If you're hunting for non-toxic furniture locally and you want to go with handmade, here are some of the terms that you can use. You can search local handmade furniture with your city behind it, custom furniture with your city or area behind it, and then handcrafted with your city or area behind it. And then I also want to share with you some pieces that I found and companies that I found. If you want to look at these yourself with the links, here is the blog post. It's healthyhouseontheblock.com/non-toxic eco-friendly furniture. I also have the link in the description and you can find it there, but I'm going to bring you over to my website and we are going to look at the furniture that I found. Okay, so here we are at this week's blog post. This is all the information that I just went through, and I'm going to scroll down for you guys, and we're going to take a look at these pieces. So the first one is Medley Home Furniture is a great spot to go. They have a lot of different furniture options. They are on the higher end price-wise, but they have really high quality pieces, and I have a link here. The other one that is new to the market that I think is super exciting is Avocado. So they have been known for their mattresses, and now they are selling non-toxic natural wood furniture. A lot of it is tailored to bedrooms, but like this end table, you could use it as a nightstand or an end table. Highly recommend checking them out. Another option that you could look at is Unfinished Furniture Expo. So this is all hardwood furniture that's unfinished. I think that's amazing. You could finish it with whatever you want. You could leave it unfinished and just put like a natural oil on it. You have so many options. Really well priced, I would say, as far as the type of wood that you're getting. And then Green Cradle is another one. This is, again, a little bit more expensive. But it's handcrafted. They use all non-toxic, no VOC components, and it's hardwood. And then I also, Etsy is another place I like to look. So every now and then I'll go onto Etsy and search for like zero VOC something. And like, for example, this reclaimed wood shelf came up. Gorgeous. You're supporting small businesses. I think it's a great option. And then we've got Vermont Woods. They make non-toxic furniture, and they have all kinds of options from living room, dining room, everything. And so here's a little sample of what they have. And then finally, we've got TY Fine Furniture, really unique wooden, very natural looking pieces, all toxin free. Same with Romina Furniture. They've got a lot of bedroom furniture, but they also have, like, this is a dresser, but I think it looks great just, you know, in your house. So those are some of the options that you guys can find on this week's blog post. So that is everything that I had in this week's blog post, kind of broken down in video format for you guys. Obviously, I can't put links in the video, so if you would like a link to either one of the Etsy shops or to one of the studies or other furniture pieces that I mentioned, feel free to go to this week's blog post. You'll just scroll down the description. And at the bottom, I have this week's blog post linked for you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out here on social media, or you can send me an email and I would gladly get back to you. Until next week, you guys, I hope you're well.